Hi, welcome to this video. This video is more of both a cautionary tale, but also a word of encouragement for any new dog trainers, anyone stepping into the mess of the dog training world, who are looking around, okay, and asking questions as to, like why are all these controversies happening? Why all the divisiveness, all the infighting with these trainers, dogs being blamed, things getting worse and worse and worse. You see it. And my encouragement is, before you jump into or identify as, okay, a balanced dog trainer, a force-free dog trainer, before aligning yourself with this idea that training's a learning-based exercise, is to take a step back, apply critical thinking, and don't do what these already established, oftentimes very popular dog trainers are doing. Don't do it, okay? Because here's the thing. Once you identify, okay, once you align yourself with this ideology, once you've crossed that line, it's almost impossible to back out of it, okay? This is where, again, I put out information as to the source of the problem. Understand there's no wiggle room, okay? If you want to know why these trainers, and there's many of them out there, get so offended, so triggered, want to get personal attacks. You see that? You'll see that on my, on my YouTube channel. It's because they did what I never did. What I never did. Okay, they didn't ask the questions as individuals. Okay, they didn't, ethically and morally question what's happening. They didn't, step back from it and consider, okay, what's really happening here. Like what's the source of the problem? They didn't do that. Okay, they didn't do a proper audit. They didn't take the opportunity. Okay. By way of, again, I talk about the 1 percentile dog. They didn't take that opportunity to go deeper, to question, to challenge, to apply critical thinking. They didn't do any of that. Okay, and so when you see all these trainers who, again, get very personal, triggered, and upset at the information I'm putting out, okay, it's these same individuals, by way of the dog training community, who already put up their 1,000 videos. Okay, they've already written their books. Okay, they already put themselves out there that way. They already identify as. They've already invested in this corrupt system, ideology, and there's no backing out of it. Okay, understand there's no backing out. So, any of them that go on about, wanting to debate and wanting to have a discussion, and there's nothing to discuss. Okay, the information I put out is very specific. The fact is, they're in a catch-22 situation. They can't get out of it. Okay, their only response is to get personal, right? They're not going to touch, and they can't touch what I'm saying. And so they'll accuse me of being prideful, ego, and all. No, it doesn't take away. Look at the question; it's up there. There's no ego attached to it. I'm just the messenger. Okay, it's information based. So you can remove me totally out of the equation, and that question, okay, the truth, it still remains. Okay, there's no way out. It's the source of the problem right there. It goes right to the heart of the matter. So you can check it out on my Facebook page. But my encouragement is, you see what's going on in the dog training community, and because here's the thing you should ask yourself with these trainers, and look at the mess of the dog training. Well, why aren't they taking the time, right, to considering just how bad things are? Why are they getting upset over what I'm saying, of all people, right? Who actually ask the questions, and who actually isn't part of the system that way at all. Like, why are they attacking me? Well, I'll tell you why. It's everything I just said. So, my encouragement, again, for anyone is just use common sense. That's why I leave this stuff up there, because I trust the public, okay? I trust common sense people. All these individuals who are upset over what I have to say, they're already established trainers who sold out. They already made their choices. The followers of them, same thing, right? They're telling them what they want to hear. They're playing the system. So I'm not part of the system. You know, I'm here to help dogs and owners the right way. That's not some marketing scheme I have. In fact, you won't see me marketing barely at all that way. In fact, I put out, because I'm here to help people the right way. I care about people. I care about dogs. And so I'm not going to tell people anything that's not about the truth. You know, I want people to be successful. To understand something, there's a thing going on in the dog training community. You'll see all my name up on, with these trainers and trying to get personal. That's not the question. Are they actually, confronting why the dog training world's in the state that it's in? And if not, why aren't they doing it? I'll tell you why. Because it's not part of their 5-year marketing plan. They're part of the problem, not part of the solution. They're part of the problem. And they sold out. They're making lots of money exploiting dogs and owners. They've done it since the beginning. They're not going to stop now. So again, cautionary tale. If you're a new dog trainer, don't do what these trainers have done. The dog training community is an absolute train wreck. Balance training, force free training, all these other trainers, they're just marketing. All they care about is the 1-2 feet in front of them. And the dog training world is in a bad way. It's not getting any better for a reason. Thanks for watching.